Today, a quick review actually about a keyboard. I got this by Casio I think 2 months ago, tested it. I always wanted to have a real piano, but they're too big, you have to tune them, they're too inconsistent in sound, they lose their value usually. Moving them is a pain, buying one that is in good shape is a pain, a new one is way overpriced, and I'm not the best piano player, so it's actually not really worth it. This right here is a great alternative. It's still fairly expensive, but it's the best looking, most stylish keyboard I've ever seen. It's called the PX-S7000. It's the newest in the lineup, and it's totally over-engineered. The stand right here and how the pedals are attached is just amazing. Nothing moves, nothing shakes. You can play it like a real piano. But let's maybe start with the connections on the back, go through how it is like playing it, also talk about the build quality, about what's special about it, the sound of course, and what kind of sounds are integrated, because it can of course do more than just regular piano sounds. So right here on the back, fabric feels really good. We got this piece right here that attaches. We got here the connections, one connection for power, one connection down to the pedals, which is right in here, and really nicely cables controlled. Expression out, left and right, a mic in, mic volume, USB, and right here, very special, a little unit for Bluetooth. The stand right here, again, totally over-engineered, really nice build quality, very stable, big screws, everything fits 100%. Attached to the keyboard stand, the pedals, they're actually floating a tiny bit above the floor, so they won't scratch the floor. Very sturdy, there is no shake, it's just perfect. Also underneath, as you can see, all very sturdy, full metal beam underneath. On the top, we got a pitch bend, a small one. 3 clicky buttons for controls and expressions. Over here, on and off, a big wheel. And the rest is actually hidden underneath here, the display. And touch functionality. And as you can already see, that's maybe the only negative fingerprint magnet, 100%. Once you turn the unit on, you're able to see the other buttons as well as the display, all underneath really nicely and smooth. Here is another wheel, and it does this satisfying clicky sound. Sound-wise, nothing to complain. I mean, of course, there are limits to it because all of the sound is coming out of this keyboard right here. There are multiple speakers in there, and you even have like a spread from like left to right and the other way around. So if you play higher keys, it comes more out of this direction, lower keys right from here. That's really nice. It simulates even more being a real piano. And the sounds are good. You can of course change them. We got here 3 sections: piano, e-piano, and others. The first one I showcased you was just piano-inspired sounds that are close to real piano. There are also like the standard sound is of course a grand piano. Let's go to the E stuff. Harp-inspired sounds. Organs, why not? So like the typical standard keyboard sounds, but quality wise sampled in a better way. And again, we got the left-right spread. You can record, of course. There is a bunch of functionality in here. We got the sounds, we got a mixer built in, keyboard settings, pedal settings. Let's maybe go just as an example into the keyboard settings. Here we can transpose, set up keyboard settings, partially tune, octave shift, use another scale, mixer, for example, volume, pan, and we got effects, chorus. So it's really fully customizable. The feel of the keys is really good. You can see like a little bit of structure that resembles wood. I don't know if they are actually real wood. I think the keys are. If you look in here, you can see it. That's the real deal. But what the cover part is made of, I don't really know. It feels a little more plasticky, but a premium plastic. Then the weight to them. Is actually really good. It's by far the best. It's of course weighted, fully weighted keys all the way. It feels as close as possible to a real piano. But of course the last little bit is missing. I don't know if it's just in my head because I know it's not one. It feels very close. You won't have any problems playing velocities with less and more force. It's really like your fingertips get used to it really quick. The real one still has a slight different feel to it, but it's so close that it's actually hard for me to describe. So let's conclude it. This one right here is not cheap. If you're looking to have a keyboard on a budget, it's not for you. This right here is a premium product all the way through. The price is fairly high, but I think it's fair for the build quality and for the feel that you get. There is a lot of detail that went into this. The menu, everything is clear, is easy and fast. The feel of playing is really good. I think probably the best that I ever had that is not a real piano. You got your headphone outputs right here. I forgot to tell you about that. Pitch bend, the menu, the functions, everything is there. The connections, there's everything you need, plus the Bluetooth, so you can connect it to any Bluetooth device and have no cables and still maybe run it through your PA at home, or just connect it right here. There are left and right outputs. And I think the highest, biggest selling point is the look of it and the build quality. It looks like a premium product, furniture that goes into a nice living room. If you're just interested in learning it and not spending much, this is maybe not for you. If you want something that looks nice, doesn't take away a lot of space, is very well built, doesn't move, doesn't shake. The pedals are exactly where they need to be. They don't move, because I had some alternatives. Every time you press the pedal, it just moves and then you have to grab it, push it back, or glue it to the ground. It's a premium furniture keyboard product that is for people that are interested in having something nice. And of course also as an alternative for pianos, or there's even a market above it with like e-pianos, keyboards that have integrated sounds that are way more expensive. So if you're going into that territory of buying piano alternatives, it's among the cheapest. Anyways, if you want to know more about it and check out the price, because it changes depending on the territory and the time you're watching this, I'll leave a link down below in the description. If you want to know more about it, let me know down below in the comments. I'll try to answer it. I like this piece right here. I'm still not sure if I will keep it here in the studio or actually move it back home, because I want to have a unit at home where I can like train a little more, or just connect it to my computer and play MIDI, compose some stuff for my music, and still have something there that is looking nice enough so my wife doesn't complain, because this right here just looks cool. Anyways, thanks a lot for watching. See you again soon right here on this channel.